Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom in Food with a carnivore eating lifestyle, a lifestyle of solitude and thinking and reflecting and not snacking and not cheating. I think that's how it goes, right? So, you're home a lot, so am I, and so as bored as you may be, it does not give you permission to go ahead and eat what you want. I have seen some grocery carts, as that's the only place I can go, and it is absolutely amazing what Americans are eating. Uh, it's like, and when you go to the big box stores and everything, you know how much bigger the carts are. Um, it's just amazing how much CRAP you can fit. They've got these big, like plastic bags, and you can get two huge bags of the snacks that most of us used to enjoy, and fit them in there, and it's something like $4.99 or something like that. And those are always like the precious cargo on top of the cart that's filled with enough bread and other things. It's just I don't know. I have to find humor in something. I mean, yikes. And so it's just amazing. And my freezers are just chock filled with great meats that I get. I get a few little things at Market Basket, and then some things from the Brazilian butchery. I still have some U.S. wellness meats in my freezer. Those French ribeye steaks. The last two that we had just didn't taste so hot. So I've just not been wanting to defrost them and have them on the egg. But that's what we do. I'm enjoying my organic ground there at the store from their beans organic coffee. And it just all works nice. So I do that, and my life is pretty small like yours. I watch tons of videos, tons of Netflix. I look for documentaries on things that I don't know much about. So I'm always like trying to enrich my mind and not stay stuck on anything that is panic and fear driven. I'm taking my medicine of being at home like everybody else. And, is it a financial hit? Well, yeah. It was so funny. I was listening to on my overnight shift at the jail. And, when you watch overnight TV or different stations, you know how beautiful the women are. And they all have these long, luscious locks. And, their makeup is perfect. They're always nice and trimmed. They have their spray on dresses that it's like, and the high heels like this. And it's like, sure, just like us normal women. As I sit here in my bathrobe and I took the clippies out of my hair to do the video, right? So anyway, I'm watching it. And so there's one man. So they have the panel, the four heads. So the three beautiful women, and then the guy, the host of the show. And they're all very, very funny, which is great because you don't have to be a diva just because you're gorgeous and skinny and all that. You can have a sense of humor. So they had some very self-deprecating humor. And they said all around the nation, because all these salons are now closed too. So the nails will get stubby and chipped, and the hair will be a mess, and no more facials and all that kind of stuff, not to mention the plastic surgery and Botox things. And so the three women had me in hysterics as they talked about, soon the fall, those things that you put, the hair extensions will come out, the gray will start showing, the nails will be a mess, the wrinkles will start coming through, and the men waking up next to them will be horrified. It's like, what has happened to you? And I loved it because, yes, they look like plastic Barbies there. And that takes a lot of money and time. It is kind of funny because, when you think of that type of beauty maintenance, it's a lot of hours of the day to maintain that. Even like starving yourself so you fit into these dresses that, Rupert approved, right? Especially if you watch Bombshell. So it was just kind of funny because, they were all laughing at themselves because what we see on TV is not without a lot of work. So I was kind of chuckling with that. All right. So here we are. We're home. We're self quarantined. We're doing what we're supposed to do. And you don't want to lose your sense of humor. You don't want to be not fun to live with if you live with a family member. And so you want to remain, a light. I don't know about you, but I always have to come back down to what I'm doing this for. And it's for, of course, we don't want to get sick, but we don't want to make anybody else sick as well. And so we do what we do and try to be the adult in the room when somebody else might be doing it. Oh yeah, one of the questions that a lot of the talk radio stations, as well as like on TV, but especially talk radio, how much fun are you to live with during this, right? And so, a lot of them say, I'm just not nice. I just don't do this well. And it's like, it's, we all know people that when they're sick, you kind of got to care for them, but they're so ugly about it. And now, here we are healthy and just staying apart from the public just to not spread or get it or anything. And it's like, how much fun are you to live with? And it's like, and there's no reason, that they can't work or they can't blah, blah. So it's all a very interesting new world. Now, one thing for Greg and me is that, we're pretty much loners. My friendships are all still, I have a few that, go the distance, but it's not like how it was when I was young. I was social. There were parties. There's no AA. It's online. So I went to my Sunday AA meeting online yesterday. It was kind of cool. That's where technology comes in really nice. And so you don't have to be alone. And if I'm sure there's just coping meetings online. So if you don't have an addiction that you're treating on a daily basis and you can find a meeting online, maybe you can find out how to cope with the self-quarantine, the loneliness and stuff like that. I was channel surfing yesterday, kind of do that on a Sunday afternoon, and came across Princess Bride, which is one of my favorites. And so we watched about a half hour of that, and then we got on to Ocean 11. So, there's quirky ways that we can handle it all. A lot of people say, read books. I'm not a huge book reader anymore. My eyes just can't seem to focus, and my brain has a hard time staying engaged. So I like to listen to talk radio, and I like to watch TV, Netflix, and Prime Video, and things like that, as well as, the current topic going on. But it's all good. I stayed occupied. My sleep is incredible. I am not snacking. I am not cheating. And, for amusement, I will go and see what's in other people's carts at the checkout. Small life. It's very small. I will continue to have my black coffee. I'm glad that I became a rebounder with my contraption before all of this hit. It keeps me quite active. I don't do energetic bouncing for sure. It's just a nice, gentle bouncing. I use my fists on my love handles on my, butt and my upper thighs, and it just seems to, I do see a difference. I'm not talking about losing inches and then you take it with this fat burning pill and you become a size, -0. But it does have its benefits, I'm sure. I have my drink concoction 3 times a day to keep hydrated with the lemon and the pink Himalayan salt and a little squirt of lemon a half of a lemon lasts me 3 days. And so I just continue to do simple things. My supplements are D3, um, magnesium citrate, and vitamin C. And I just keep going along. I keep my attitude where it is. It's funny coming up with videos. I watch people that are keto and carnivore, and they're doing videos on things that, I mean, one was how to keep your relationship together. Really? I mean, not in these times, just in general. Car things, talking about things that have nothing to do with keto or carnivore, or doing clickbait carnivore. I so disrespect people that do clickbait to make you go to their video only to find that it's 20 minutes of blah blah and they're not really doing what the clickbait said. I think that that's, I don't know, that's just disingenuous and inauthentic. And, you know, I tune in to who I tune into to hear what the content is about. I don't need silly slurpiness just so you can get your hits and viewers. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's okay for some people, but, you know, I don't tune into the news to see, you know, how to make a decadent dessert, right? So here's my black coffee. You just had my 2 cents of worth of stuff. I will do my rebounder. I will get in my car and do a little drive around, maybe swing into a store just to pick up one item with all that we bought yesterday. I can't believe that we didn't get something, but this comes from this store, this comes from that store, and I don't know if that's how your life goes, but we have plenty of meat. We have plenty of Kerrygold butter, fresh ground coffee that's organic from Whole Foods. I'm happy. It works. And I will see you the next time. We're getting through this. It's fine. And I'm not leaving the community. I'm not looking for a reason to cheat, to snack, to get bitchy witchy or whiny or snarky or snippy. Who needs that? You know, just I think with age sometimes comes some grace in how to handle tough times. And for that, I am grateful. So thank you for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom with a cuppa. Maybe you're doing your rebounder with while you watch me. Maybe you're having your cuppa. Maybe you just watch when you can. I'm glad you're here. That's all that matters. Community. I'll see you the next time. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.